Was Steve White Trekboy 89 for Steve Hart's 89? Well, there have been some reactions to the Section 31 film that have been sort of creeping out online. There are some people who have seen the film, some through nefarious means, while others appear to have been given actual access to it. Now, I'm not suggesting that I've seen any part of the film, because that would mean I would have to have gone through nefarious means, and I would never do that, of course. But yeah, it's what you would expect. It's basically Discovery era New Trek with dark dystopian, try hard, gritty violence, sexuality, sexual and innuendo, just everything that you would expect from New Trek, the worst of New Trek, you're getting with this. It's trying so hard to not be Star Trek, and the only compliments that it got, and they were two backhanded compliments really, were from a guy who was talking to someone on Film Threat. And he said that it is what you would expect from New Trek and Discovery universe, Discovery era New Trek, but because it's literally the setting puts it outside of the Federation, it probably won't offend you as much as when the other shows did the same thing that this movie does, but they were doing it with characters that were supposed to be within Starfleet. So apparently that's supposed to make it better. I'm like, no, it's still a Star Trek film. The people working in it, the story, the situations are supposed to resemble Star Trek and its ideals. And if it doesn't, then it's not a Star Trek film. So just putting the brand name on there and saying, well, we own the IP and we say this is the new Star Trek product and you should love it, doesn't mean you have to. And some fans are such lemmings that they do say, oh, the new product is amazing because we're being told it is, and they can't think for themselves. And I don't quite understand those people. I don't know what they achieve. But yeah, so nothing really positive to say about it. The only other thing that's from the same guy is, because the other people haven't said anything positive, but this guy was saying that the mech suit, which it looks like the Borg from 1988's Q-Who, second season, Next Generation. That is a throwback because they appear to be trying to do some sort of retro 80s sci-fi action film look to it. They're trying to sort of play on that a little bit superficially, and I mean a little bit. And that would almost be fun because at first I just thought it was just really poor design, and then it's like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing there. They're trying to actually... But I can see why they thought of doing that, because this is in between eras Star Trek show, where it's between the original series movies and Next Generation. So it has, the technology and everything has to be sort of 80s or sort of early, like it can't sort of look better. So at least on some level they've tried to do a little bit of that while sort of doing a self-conscious sort of retro sort of element. But for the most part, ultimately it doesn't work. But it does explain that character, because I was looking at that, I'm like, how do they not have like an awesome CGI suit or something that looks amazing and does things that you would instead? It's just, yeah, so that I understand all that now. So nothing good to say. The only compliments it got were backhanded ones. Everyone else, their reactions have been bad. And so far as the reactions, people officially who've seen it can only react to it. They can't actually do reviews yet because they're under embargoes. But even when the embargo lifts, they still can't talk about the film freely. There's 12 elements they're not allowed to discuss. So that just shows how bad this film is and how worried Paramount is that they are preventing people. They specifically know what's wrong and what shouldn't be discussed. And I'm guessing these things won't be allowed to be discussed until the film is released, because then it's too late to deter people and let people know what it really is. And people will, because they just want to get people's views, get them in the door. They don't care if they're disappointed and unhappy and don't come back. So, yeah, so the, the critics, we've seen enough to know what this film is and why you shouldn't see it. And, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just everything you would expect in all the worst ways. and I don't think the setting excuses it. And I'm not doing a review. I don't want to give it any attention, even though I have a small platform and everything. I don't even want one person to see one of my videos about it and watch it. So I was more interested in people's reactions than, yeah. So I'm probably not going to do another video about Section 31. I think I'm not going to validate it. I probably shouldn't have even started talking about it. I was thinking, you shouldn't have even done any of the videos before speculating. Just ignore it. Hope it just goes away, dies a quick death, and they can focus on actually doing Star Trek stories and Star Trek themes. Even if they still are within the JJ universe or the Discovery universe or whatever, even if they just do a Star Trek story, I'd be willing to look at it. But this trash is just not worth our time. That's it.